Have you used this phrase, I'm not a racer? And if so, why? Leave that in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Hi everybody, Tim Gresh here, professional bike fitter in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And today I'm going to discuss a phrase that I hear all the time. And that phrase is, I'm not a racer. This is something that I hear from customers at least a few times a week. And it's happened throughout all the years that I've been a professional bike fitter, and I've always wondered, what does this mean? So I'm going to discuss my thoughts on that in this video. I also asked a couple other bike fitters, do they hear this as well and what their thoughts are? So we're gonna discuss that as well. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. So the phrase, I'm not a racer. Typically, this is something that I hear when I'm doing a bike fitting. Usually at the very beginning, I sit down with the customer, we're doing a little bit of an intake discussion about what kind of riding they do, what they want out of the bike fit. And usually the first thing they say to me is, hey Tim, I am not a racer. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not serious. I'm not a racer. And it's very interesting. And I'm always curious is, what do they think of a racer? What are they envisioning? Are they envisioning somebody gritting their teeth and riding super hard, dropping everybody behind them? Are they thinking about someone that's in front of a crowd, pushing themselves really hard, pinning a number on? Maybe they're thinking about someone riding on gravel really fast with a group of friends, pushing themselves hard. They're probably thinking of something along those lines, someone that's like super competitive and very serious about their cycling. Now, more than likely, they're saying that to me because they want to let me, the fitter, know that they are more of a casual rider. They're not racing, so they don't want to be put into a very aggressive aerodynamic position that will cause them pain. And that's totally understandable. You don't want to be in pain when you ride. And actually, that's the point of a bike fit altogether. It's finding a good, reasonable bike position that's for you, the individual, dependent on what you're doing, whether you are a racer or doing it more for fun and recreation. The fact is, the vast majority of the customers that I see are not racers. Actually, racers make up a very small number of people that come to me for bike fittings. The vast majority of the people out there riding their bikes are doing it for fun, and they want to feel good on the bike. And I sometimes feel concerned that when people say, I'm not a racer, it's sort of like apologizing to me that they're just human. And the reality of it is, we're all human. We all want to ride our bikes for all sorts of reasons, whether we are doing some kind of competitive racing or like hard, serious riding, or we're doing it for fun. We all ride our bikes for all different reasons, and they're all very serious reasons. Whether it is, maybe for some people, the serious aspect of it is the racing and whatever goals they set for themselves. But for the vast majority of people, they want to have fun. They want to feel good on the bike. They want to enjoy it. And cycling is a really important part of their weekly routine to stay healthy, both physically and mentally. I know some people that if they don't ride their bike, they would literally go insane. So very important for them to ride their bike. As important as a racer. And therefore, getting a bike fit is equally as important for a racer, for them, as it is for a racer. So overall, if you're someone that says, hey, I'm not a racer, I hope you're not saying it because you're not taking yourself seriously or that you don't deserve to have a good bike fitting. You should absolutely invest in yourselves, have a good bike fitting done. If you are dealing with discomforts on the bike, like your hands going numb, your neck hurting, your back hurting, knees hurting, or any combination of those things, then you absolutely deserve and need a bike fit. I actually had a customer in recently who was in their mid-60s, and someone in their family actually laughed at them for coming in and doing a bike fitting because they said, you're too old for that. And I just found that really interesting because you're not too old for a bike fit. Everyone should get a bike fit. It's not just for racers. Now, with all this said, I reached out to a couple different bike fitters that I really respect and asked them, do you hear this as well? Do customers always say to you, I'm not a racer? And what are your thoughts? So the first person I asked was Gerlich. He is an amazing bike fitter in Austin, Texas. So what Jerry told me was that when he hears this phrase, I'm not a racer, what he's actually hearing is, I'm not a racer, but I'm competitive with my riding partners. Jerry also continues, I find some folks say that type of thing to describe what they are not. Unfortunately, they are only fooling themselves. Anyone dropping more than $5,000 on a bike is competitive. That's a pretty good take from Jerry, and I would have to agree with it. I do think that there's more people out there that are competitive than they realize. The fact of the matter is that even if you're riding just kind of casually a couple times a week, what you're doing is well above what the average population is doing in terms of how you're pushing your body. The next fitter that I posed this question to was Chris Balser. Chris is another amazing bike fitter. He's in Minneapolis. He calls himself the bike fit guru. And what Chris said was, sure, I do get that phrase. I have clients who are intimidated by the fact that I work with elite, pro, and Olympic cyclists. It is important to convey that I really just want folks to be happy, regardless of shape, objectives, history, etc. I enjoy working with people who chase fun more than medals. Now, Chris, that's a good one. That pretty much sums up this video, that whether you are chasing medals or fun, a bike fit is for you. It's not just for racers. I hope you found this video interesting. This could be a good discussion in the comments below. Have you used this phrase, I'm not a racer? And if so, why? Leave that in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching, and until next time, enjoy every ride.